Name game.
Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome. It is I, Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. And how you doing? It is Console Saturday, and I am happy to see some of the lovely people in chat, including PB Plays Inside, who I was chatting with last night until very late. But you know what? It was worth it. It was worth it, because I just want more people to know about the amazing game that is Unknown Armies, and I'm glad that I was able to do that. That's all. Uh, oh, Rissa, I'm so glad you're able to drop in, and, you know, I'm thinking about you. I'm also going to be drinking some chocolate milk, because I feel like that's a good idea. That's all. Hey, Barak Twito, how are you doing? This is my first playthrough, and I'm sure it'll be fine, you know? Like, I'm sure nothing bad will happen, except that I don't trust my advisor in this game, or my robot, or really, I don't trust many people, and I'm certain that Janiki Rimba is not dead, because we did not find a body. If there's no body, can't prove they're dead. Today's episode, Enki near Iox. So, I figured, what I want to tell you all before we started, I don't know if I have too much of what to tell you. I mean, I might. I don't think so. So, let's at least get ourselves started. Voltail's looking for work, but I hope everyone's having a great weekend. Thank you. So, I was just reminded how cool Unknown Armies is as an RPG one more time. The story so far. Aaliyah's search for the missing roboticist, Janiki Renba, has ended at the wreckage of his ship. Renba was looking for Heaven's Vault, an ancient observatory he believed to hold the only hope of preventing a darkness from overtaking the nebula. Using a similar device to the one the roboticist uncovered, Enkai has triangulated a possible location for the vault, but it lies impossibly far beyond the borders of the nebula. Renba's search began with a telescope-like device recovered from a buried ship. Aaliyah has found something similar at an old recording station. Yeah, no, Unknown Armies, it's simple, but it does have cool things. So also, if you get double numbers, it's like special. So mechanically you need to roll under, but if you roll doubles, like, you know, 11 or 22 or 33, and you succeed in your roll, that's extra good. If you roll doubles and you fail the roll, that's extra bad. Anyway, it's just such a good system. It's what I really like about it. It really is focused on like creating that sort of broken person who's trying to do something. I mean, what they're trying to do is really good, like save the world, or less good, like become some kind of weird obsessed magic user. I'm just saying all things are possible. Also, you know how I put my straw in here, which was really cool? I just like punched it through the little thing. I lost it. I lost my straw. Well, that's cool. I guess I didn't need a straw after all. I guess that was just silliness. Let me see, what else do I want to tell you? The 5th season role-playing game, I finally got it. I kickstarted a while ago, but it has come in. So that's cool, based on the N.K. Jemisin novels. What else? I got some cool things on PDF, RPG-wise, which I will share with you all at some point in the future. I also will need to write it down. My straw is lost in here. Why did they give me a straw that was so short? Wait. All done? Push the straw back inside. I don't have to do that because it's in there anyway. Anyhow, I feel like that's it for the moment. Hey, Artie, the straw was just a dream. The straw, like, look, it was just... first off, the straw was too short anyway. I don't know what they were doing and why they did it that way. I don't know why they were out to get me. Okay. I guess... I just feel like there's something I'm missing. Well, I don't know what it is, so we're gonna play, and then I'll remember whatever it is, and then I will tell you. Oh, I've got so much I have to do. I need to do some video editing. I need to do prep for the game, but I was doing a little bit of prep last night, and I'm excited. I'm excited. That said, let's do it. Hey, Artie Snack, how are you? Um, I'm I'm happy to see everybody. That's all I want to say. I'm happy to see everyone. If you remember last time, we're on Elborath, and we're gonna go see our friend and see if she has anything to say. And I hope that she does. And now we just have to wait for her to open the door. Oh, we need to go and look through our inscriptions. Oh, Artie. Aaliyah. What can I do for you? Let's talk to Aroy. Hey, Musech, wie geht's? Wie geht's? You're tired, your sleeping schedule is so messed up currently. We found out that Tuppy doesn't like axes. Apparently not. Oh, she just left. Basha. Sketchy. So, she just, okay, well, I wanted to talk to her, but she just left, so that was, weird. I don't know about all this. Let's go back to the gate, I guess. I feel like yeah. Where's my robot? It's kind of weird, right? My robot is normally following me around. I don't like how any of this is going. I feel like we've talked to everybody here, right? What am I going to tell you? I, would like to win the lottery. Just in case you were wondering. Also, I guess we go back to the... I mean, I guess we could go back to the ship. We have unsolved inscriptions. We've done well, I think. But I'm not going to go and look at inscriptions yet. Okay, so this is us, right? My friend, the Mechanosaur Roy, lives in the Citadel in Elborath, but the Empress Inca refuses to even roll tracks here. Ugh, that's why. Whatever. Sorry, I just want to point out that she's super annoying. Iox, the home of the university. Thanks to Inca, Professor Mayari is waiting for me to deliver the crown to her. I wonder if Wong has had a chance to look through the mount spot I brought him. He might even be helping me with an ancient names for the Elborath Gate. And as I always could show him some of my recent books and finds, he loves old texts and might have an opinion on my translations. So I think what we do is we go to Iox, but we don't talk to our advisor. How do we think that's going to work? I think that's what we should do. Artie says, I would also like you to win the lottery. Well, the cash lottery, not the creepy sacrifice lottery. Oh, yeah, no, I don't want that one. That one I think would be less fun. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that would be way less fun. The magnanimous ruler of the galaxy, 6 Enkai might still be on a boat. This is true. They hate Elborath. Oh, yeah. Continue. I don't know why they put us on the timeline, but they did. Everyone, I am really excited about this AD&D campaign next Friday. I was going through the Dungeon Master's Guide, reviewing things, and I was like, oh, look at... I don't know if PB Plays Inside is still here. And PB Plays Inside last night was complaining about the way the tables were made, and the organization of the player's handbook. And what's really great about the DMG, the Dungeon Master's Guide, is that it is not better. It just happens that it has no organizational structure, really, is I think the best way to put it. I mean, or it's just like, I'm like, oh, I mean, it's just Hey, Prax. Okay, hold on. So I just am going to have to show this to you. Well, no, I won't show it to you, but I will read it to you because I just want you to know what kind of organizational structure it has, because I feel like you cannot appreciate. I feel like you just can't appreciate it until I tell you something about it. Is there any RPG book that's good organization though? Like, actually, I think quite a few of them do have good organization. I do. I think a lot of them, for example, have chapters and better headings, so you kind of know where you are. I mean, I guess this is sort of organized, not really. It's just that you're like on a page and you're like, oh, okay, well, here I am, and I'm looking at character age, disease, and death. All right, I guess the chance to conduct, to conduct, con, 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 cons, I'm looking for a word. The DMG prepared me for a post-Google internet. Well, this is fair. Uh, well, you know what though? If you cannot, if you know what, if you cannot make it to Modrissa, then you can't make it to Mod, and that's okay. If you can just make it and be a viewer, that's cool too. If you can't make it, that's also cool, because whatever you need. Not, uh, what's the? I think a couple nerds in the 70s didn't have good writing skills. How shocking. I don't think it's they didn't have good writing skills. They didn't have good organizational skills. Conduct, it's not, what's the word for contract? That's the word. All about contracting parasitic diseases. Okay. And then it goes into explanation of character abilities. Then character races. Okay, that's fine. Character classes. Okay. And then like the assassin, then there's a whole section on hiring spies to do things, which is like it seems to be an NPC, not the PC, even though it's right next to, like, I mean, it's, yeah. So there's like, okay, so we get to character classes. We're looking at this section, and by the way, there are no section dividers, right? So there's this whole thing on followers. So once you get name level, you can get a stronghold and have followers. Okay, so you're looking at stuff about your followers, but then there's a section about, just right in there in the middle of it, about getting a warhorse if you're a paladin, but that doesn't seem to be for henchmen. That seems to be for PCs. But then there's a section on spying, which seems to be about hired assassins, not PCs. I don't know what the Paladin's Warhorse was doing there in the middle of all that. And then then we move into a section that's now about thief abilities and how they're supposed to be used and not supposed to be used. That's for PCs. And then I guess that's fine. And then they've got a section on poison, and then they've got a section on being a monster, and then there's a section on being a lycanthrope, how to be a PC who's a werewolf. It's just yeah. They said that they followed what happened in the player's handbook, so you could follow along. It's just very random. It's just very random. Um, that's all I'm gonna say. Also, I will say this: nobody can really afford some henchmen until way later. That's what I'm gonna say. Um, these seem to be more like designer's notes that were smashed into a book. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, if I don't make it, I'm most certainly asleep. Well, if you're asleep, then you should be asleep. At Henchman, are there any other authors noted for the DMG, or is it also just? Oh, that is a very good question. Because you know what, Metzner, I think that he was actually a pretty good author. Um, oh yeah, no. Oh, it sounds like someone that is following their connections and they have ADHD. Maybe. Oh, speaking of which, there are also things that are in here that are so interesting that I find fascinating, but not in a bad way. So, for example, on the section on dice, they're like, here's, like, talk about, this is the difference between a flat probability curve or a bell curve. And also, this was still that era when they're like, do whatever you want to do. Let's see. DMG by Gary Gygax only. Although the forward is by Mike Carr, the TSR Games and Rules editor. Oh, wow. So there's some editing that was not caught. I'm looking at, says the cover for the disc DMG says the cover painting, the book cover painting shows an encounter between three adventurers and an Efreet on the elemental plane of fire. The fabled city of Brass can be seen floating over a flame-swept sea of oil, except that that is not the cover for this edition of the DMG. So, yep. Yeah, no. And the preface is by Gary Gygax. Yep. So, yeah. This one's Gary only. Yeah, it sounds like, so there's a whole section there about like using dice. And this is the thing about it. This edition of the DMG, it's still early, right? It's still early in D&D's days because they're like, hey, use dice. You know, you could also just use different kinds of dice if you want to. And this is where I learned, Gary only? Well, that's your problem. You're right, Krellin. This is where I learned about averaging dice. Because I was rereading the dice section. And they're like, you should get to know your dice so you can do what you want with them. And some people might want to use averaging dice. And averaging, by the way, I'm going to order some averaging dice. I don't think I actually put the order in yet, but I'm going to. So averaging dice are D6s that instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they go 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. No, 2. Two, three, three, four, four, five. I believe is how they go. Yes. So, yes, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. I did find some, and I am going to get them. And so, like, you can use averaging dice, or you can use poker dice, or you can. And I was just like, oh, this was still when. And the section on miniatures is like, hey, you can use miniatures. We are also going to put out, we're going to actually put out some official D&D miniatures at some point, and you could totally use those too. But it was that sort of moment where it was still a little Wild West, you know, where they're like, do whatever. Mine has the Fabled City of Brass on the back cover. Well, now I need to look. Hold on. Now I need to look. Because now I need to know. No, my back cover has no Fabled City of Brass. There is a website, by the way, that I found that is really good. Very good website. It's a website that is basically it's really good. It's like I think it's like 1E online, something like this. And what it does is it has put on the web page all of the sections of the various books. But then if you go to like hit points or whatever it is, it then not only has all the sections from the books that are relevant to that thing, then it also has things from Dragon Magazine that are relevant, or things from like because Gary Gygax would answer questions on forums, and any kind of responses he had to that question, which was also I suppose like responses to things like Sage Advice in Dragon Magazine, which is where I realized, because I was looking up non-weapon proficiencies, that they describe non-weapon proficiencies 3 different ways, and that there's typos, and that there are some problems with how they describe things. So it's good. Oh, you have the December 79 printing revised. Yeah. You've got the before the orange spine. The next printing has the Dungeon Master opening up the doors, which is very evocative. So I think we should go back to Iox. Aaliyah, We are receiving a message. It is from Professor Mayari. I don't... Okay. Why do we start the game and this happens? I don't know what to do here. I don't want to talk to her, but I don't not want to talk to her. And there's nothing else but Coparians here. Oh, man. I'll just say put her through. Oh, go, go, go! Bishbeta! I was not awaiting permission. Aliyah, where are you? I thought you had Inkai tracking me. You overestimate your importance, my dear. Never mind, it's an endearing trait. This isn't a social call. Uh-huh. I want to let you know we're having a celebration for Renba here at the university. You don't have to attend, but I thought I'd let you know. You want me to come? I think it might be good for your soul. I think your soul needs all the help it can get. What does that mean? Come home, Aliyah, right away. That is all she sent. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. What if she kidnaps me? Okay, what if she kidnaps me? What if she throws me in prison? Oh. Krellin, you overestimate your importance, Trooper. Yeah, I guess. So there's a site here, that's cool. Fine, let's go. I don't want to go. Thanks to Enki, she's also waiting for me to deliver a crown to her. I wonder if Wong has had the chance to look through the Mazwai that I brought him. Might even be able to help me with ancient names for the Elborath Gate. As always, I could show him some of my recent books and finds. He'll also text and might have an opinion on my translations. Yeah, it's a good time for Mari to gift a tracking device for her ankle. I don't trust this. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't. It feels like a trap. What kind of a trap? Eye of the branches ahead leads to a destination, Aliyah. Well, all right then. It just feels like so much like a trap, and I don't like it. It feels bad. That's all. Not that anybody cares. I just feel like this is a toxic relationship. That's all. The kind of trap a Mon Calamari can detect. Yes, that's what I feel like. Speaking of, do you want to hear something terrible? It's not me. I am, in the humanities, and I got my PhD in the humanities, and the humanities are different from the sciences, STEM, lab sciences, etc. And they can earn money in industry and we can't. They get paid more than we do, etc., etc., etc. But also there's some things about their stuff that it feels a little... So, in the sciences, they tend to have papers, right? And their papers will have like 40 people as authors, and it's a whole big deal, like which are you, the first author, the second author? And if you're a grad student, very often your professor will be an author on the papers that you write. And my understanding, this is because you're all in a lab together. The route goes left momentarily. Okay. That you're all in a lab together, sort of doing research together with lab sets and data sets and things like that. So I guess that makes sense. It's my understanding of how these things work. Not that I'm not a scientist, but, so, you're in a lab with your primary with your PI, and I guess you just do lots of data crunching based on, like, Renba's funeral's about to start. So, like, my understanding is that there's a lab, the professor or instructor's got some project that they're doing, and they bring in all sorts of people to work on the project and do work, et cetera, et cetera. And I knew somebody when I was a grad student who was a grad student in science, chemistry, and was doing all this sort of like lab work and was doing really, really good. But here's the thing. His advisor wouldn't sign off on his dissertation, wouldn't let him graduate, because if he graduated, then he'd leave the lab. And the guy wanted to graduate. He'd like done the work, he'd finished it all, but the advisor just wouldn't let him leave because he wanted him working in the lab for him. And I was like, that is wild, because in the humanities, we just do our own thing by ourselves, and that never happens. It's wild. Grad students are free labor in return for a third or fourth credit and their degree. Yeah, and in the humanities, that just doesn't happen because we don't have labs. And I was like, that just seems really bad. Yeah. Okay. What do you think, Six? It's just starting. I didn't say anything. We're not too late then. I believe our timing to be perfect, Aaliyah. Aaliyah, quickly! I don't want to be here. I don't... Myra is waiting for you to arrive. We weren't sure you really were coming. Why is she waiting for me? Honestly, she worries about your soul, Aaliyah. Oh, I don't like this at all. There's nothing wrong with my soul. I've got it safe in a shoebox somewhere. Shall we go down? Lead the way, Huang. I just don't trust this at all. Humanities departments should lobby labs. Ring of beanbags and PlayStation Wii consoles. Yes. I'm gonna leave. Try not to rust. I don't want to. I will lick myself clean, Aaliyah. Janiki was a great believer in the loop. Do you believe in it, Wong? I don't trust this. Of course, the loop makes sense. I don't like this. The minute people start saying, I'm worried for your soul, I feel like I'm going to get kidnapped and there's going to be some sort of intervention, and I don't like it. I think we should run. Try to keep your head bowed. Here she comes. I don't like this. Friends, colleagues, brothers and sisters, thank you for coming. Today we gather to recommend our brother, Janiki Rinba, to the waters. And didn't Janiki Rinba said that she was sketchy? Who's the lady? I don't recognize her. I think that's Rinba's mother. I wondered if you knew her. She's from Elborath. There's a lot of people in Elborath, Wong. Of course. Sorry. I don't... Janiki Rinba was our friend, our brother, our teacher, for some, a confidant, an inspiration. He has left us too soon, but we trust he will be returned. Rinba often traveled to Elborath to see his family. He was like you in that way. In what way? Not afraid to sail. Poor Rinba. I want to talk to his mom. Janiki's departure is a deep loss to the university. His work here has changed our little community more than most of you may know. But it is his absence, however brief, that will be truly felt. And I am very sketchy. I never knew my mother. Never? There are a lot of orphans on Elborath. Perhaps when I grow up, I'll understand why. My mother was a carpenter. She made a lot of the chairs in this place. She's pretty proud of me. Oh, that's the mom.
Mayari paused a moment and then emptied something out of the hourglass.
So Rinba begins another journey around the Great Loop. As we remember him, so he sails the rivers above. I don't like any of this. What did Mari pour into the river? Rinba's ashes. It's not possible. They don't have his body. What? Why would you say that? Well, because it's true? That's a disgusting thing to say. He can hear us, you know.
The people began to sing.
So this is all a lie?
The words were weird and old.
So this is a lie? Propaganda?
The sound drifted up and away into the nebula.
I don't like this.
Maybe Rinba could hear us. Maybe not.
I don't like this. Don't like it.
It was beautiful anyway.
I don't like it. I finished my milk. That I liked. This, I don't like. I don't like this at all. Oh, beautiful buildings. I like that. Those that are gone will return. Those that return will depart.
The chanting died away. There were echoes. Then they were gone too.
Friends, thank you for coming. Janiki will be grateful for your support. Janiki didn't trust her, though.
People began to murmur, then to talk.
Let's see if we can talk to his mom. Does she even look sad to you? No, but she's not one to show her emotion in public. Right, yeah, uh-huh. Great. Sure, cool. Let's see if I can talk to Mom. I don't want to talk to her, though. We don't want to talk... We want to talk to... Good Faith. Good faith to you. I'm from Elborath, too. They think he's coming back. I can't understand it. I believe everything is a loop. Nothing to them is ever lost. Not people, not events. My son was one of them. In the end, he was happy here. Do you know my boy? I went looking for him when he disappeared. It disappeared? What do you mean? Oh, there have been a lot of lies going on here. They told me his heart gave out. Oh, really? Did they? Oh. Leah, I see you've met Anit. Mistress as Lazar here. Lazar is one of my greatest gifted thinkers. Please, I'd like to spend some... Please, I'd like to just spend some time with my boy. I barely saw him when he's alive. Oh, he didn't visit Elborath. Not for years. His work was so important to him. Please. Oh, man. Okay. All right, here. I don't know if you know this, but I'm telling you something. People have been lying. There have been lies like rugs. Okay, lies. Oh, I'll see you, Aaliyah. Lies. I don't want to talk to her. Leah, I'll be in my office. I very much hope to see you. I do not like any of this. Leah. For very beautiful service, don't you think? I thought it was strange. Liar, liar, pants and fires. It is, I suppose. But it's good to remember our connections to each other. Good faith to you. Who was saying that? I don't think it was my robot, because that would be pretty weird. I don't. Hey, wie geht's, Schmelzer? I'm doing my Carol. To believe. Look, I don't know how you feel, but I feel like everything here is sketchy and creepy, and it's to blave. Look, I just want to... Oh, no, we're not going over there. We're not talking to her right now. We're trying to find our science friend. I don't want to talk to her. People, we've only just started playing, I know, but the whole thing's just a little sketchy. And also, I can't remember where Wong is. But he's over there? I feel like he's not up here. I feel like if he were up here, I'd know it. I suppose no one knows this is a copy. Doesn't seem good enough for the mighty Iox. I think whoever copied the garden sundial for the university, they didn't know what it was when they were copying. They didn't know how it was supposed to work. That's almost funny. So much has been lost, Aaliyah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, how cool is it that I've got the memories of an ancient, creepy empress? I should go and talk to my army before I leave. Should I? Oh, Brezen iced tea. Speaking of, you know what I was doing when I first got here? I was getting some heiße Zitrone, and I haven't done that in a while. And I feel like I should make some heiße Zitrone again. That's all. Also, I don't want to talk to my RA. I really don't want to talk to her because I feel like she's going to kidnap me. And I don't like it. Also, I feel like I should go and clear out my fridge a little bit and then make some sauerbraten. I feel like that would be a good idea. Oh, there's my friend. Because, it takes like 7 days. You have to like marinate it for 7 days. And I feel like maybe I should do that. That might be really nice. You think me not talking to my RA is bad for the story? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. It's just that I don't trust her. She is just so sketchy. That's all I'm saying. She's so sketchy. Her level of sketchitude is just off the chain. And I don't want to be the next disappearance. Aaliyah, I don't know what to do with myself. It's a shock for everyone. Also, I don't think he's dead. It is. No one lives forever, of course. Professors have died before. What about you? What are you doing? I had some artifacts to show you. Oh, that sounds good. Let's do the... why did I pick her? Because I didn't realize she was so sketchy when I picked her as an advisor. Have you ever seen anything like this chip statue? Let me see that. What's left of the inscription reads, "Sleep in peace, my friend." I think you're right. Interesting. I've seen something a bit like that, I think, and It also had a script. Now where is it? I mean, what if she picked me as an advisor? Here it is. It was a brass effigy. It was found while digging under the canteen here in Iox back in my mother's time. Okay. Nice. I know some of these words. I'll have to guess the other three. I think that my RA is bad for her, and since she's the protagonist, that makes her bad for the story herself. Well, it makes her exciting for the story, I guess. So we have as the possibility save, because the word life is involved. So God save, this is, okay. So this is like you, but noun. Okay, so this is you, but with our little symbol for, I guess, noun or subject. So person, maybe? And we know this is follow, and this is also related to person and question mark. Who? Yeah, so I think it is God save those who follow. Okay, continue. God save those who follow. Do you have any more like that? Well, let me see. How about this? This is the script from a copper statue. It was found floating in the wash near Renaki back in my predecessor's day. Oh, this is long. Ooh. There's a few words in this one. So, by the way, this is a huge script. It's good that we're talking to him. I like talking to him. We should have talked to him more and avoid talking to our advisor at all. I hope everybody doesn't find a weird book and recite it out loud. Klaatu Barada Nikto. He should. Okay, look at this, everybody. We've got, this is a huge one. We also don't have any... There's some words we don't have. That's okay. Let's see what we do have. Let's see if we've got a sleep in here. We do have a sleep. We also have a cease. So we clearly are not going to have all the proper words for this, but that's okay. Let's see. Will. Oh, I really wish we had here. I wish there's some more words we don't have, and I wish we did. Maybe this. Oh, this, that. Oh, interesting. Okay. This, that. Oh, interesting. Okay. Then we have... Do we have any more mountains? No. Let's see. Voices, although that doesn't feel right anymore. And then, and? Is? So some of this is wrong. Some of this is wrong. I give up. I'm going to have to come back to this later. This is, and voices here will cease, sleep. Do you have any more like that? Yeah, give me more. This is going to be... Well, let me see. This is going to be a day of excitement. No, nothing comes to mind. That the curators will be most interested in the tip statue, I'm sure. Oh, I'll take it. Oh, good faith to you. I actually have more. I'll be back shortly. Where are you going? So this and that, me and you. Okay, so that's interesting. I feel like we've just picked up another This place has nothing to offer. Should we leave now? We still more to do. I don't like it. We have to talk to our advisor. I don't... Okay, look, if I get kidnapped... Okay, so here's the problem. Aaliyah. Good life to you. So here's the problem I'm having right now. If we get kidnapped by our advisor, there is nobody who can save us because all of our friends at Elborath, none of them sail. So they can't come and get us. And if she kidnaps us, we're just screwed. I will be here. Yeah, it's probably good you don't go. Look, I am very concerned about the fact that we don't have anyone looking out for us who can save us if we get kidnapped. Hey, guess what? Why don't we look at some unsolved inscriptions? Why don't we do that? That seems like such a good idea. So, let's do that. Oh, this is not what I want. I just want you to know that I don't like it. All right, here's... Am I winning? I don't know. I feel like my advisor's trying to murder me or kidnap me or brainwash me or do something really terrible. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the first 10 of these unsolved inscriptions, and maybe we will figure something out, and then we'll talk to her. So this is yet again, just lean into it. Be the victim. Maybe you're right. Lurk, just go. I hope if they're poking at you, I hope that you're doing well. So I actually feel like we can't, not yet. Max, tell us what happened when you played Alone Against the Tide. I really do think that's together. Could be 1, 2, 3. Just the first 10. Follow Star's Light. I do think that's Stars. Oh. It could be Stars. No, it's Stars. Because it's possessive. Yeah, let me know. I Fear the Stranger. I do think this is... well, it could be guarded. But it's not life, so I think it's... Yeah, no. I think it's fear. Hey, Crit Twitch! We're trying... I think that's joins. This is fine. What we're doing right now is we're going to just look at the first 10 unsolved inscriptions because we want to avoid our advisor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I played for 1 hour and 40 minutes. The subtitle journal is The Last Days of Dr. Ellery Woods. Yeah. Welcome Waters Light. Again, I actually just think that is correct. I think a lot of these early ones are correct, actually. Garden holds you. We don't know if garden is true. It's either garden or gate, but we're going to sort of stick with garden. We think this is Songbird because it doesn't really make sense for it to be something else. Again, we're doing minecart stuff, right? Okay. Together we are strong. Yeah, no, I think we've got a lot of these. We just have to confirm it. We are what we do. I also think this is correct. I actually just think that we are correct with a lot of these. Maybe they would have already be confirmed a long time if you talked. No, Trig, we cannot talk to her. She is scary and dangerous. Yeah, support post. This could be house, but I don't think the support post was at a house though, right? This is like a noun of rock. Yeah, I think this is correct as well. Look, we're just gonna finish up to 40 days. I also carry crystals from Serpent's Eye. I actually do think this is correct. I don't drown yourself in this cup. I also think that is correct. I don't think we need to change that. So we have just done the first. Let's do up to the first 30 days. Let's do that. Am I avoiding talk to my advisor right now? Maybe. I will never leave here. I actually also think that is correct. The story will be told. So what we have is like, I think this is told. It could be heard, but I think it's told because it's a pen. So I feel good about that. What gods do not know is not. I think that's actually also correct. I think I have some unresolved trauma regarding. Well, here's the thing. My advisor is so lovely. My advisor actually was when I had to fly away for like 3 days. I remember I canceled stream a week or 2 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, because my advisor was very, very sick. And so I flew off to California to see him because I love my advisor. My advisor is one of the best people. When he retired, they asked me, for health reasons, they asked me to go give a talk in his honor. And I was like, he's one of the best people. And if he gets better, I will have him on stream to talk to you all. I hope he does. That is something I hope so. I do think this is give. I actually think our earlier inscriptions are good. Pray and love your people. I think this is also true. Give your loyalty for the emperor. Hey, this is another give, but I think this isn't the same give, right? Is it the same give? I give. No, I think this is give, right? It's like thing. Save. All right. Hold that one in your mind. And is this the same? Yeah, it is the same. I think I'm consistent with give. Yeah, I think I'm consistent there. Right? It's interesting though that I have give and save are so similar. They're very similar, but has life to it. If you put the life symbol on give, does it become save? Questions. Close your eyes and sing. I do think that is close because we got the negative version of open, so that definitely is close. And it's question. I do think it could be sing. That one's, dead will deceive you. I think this is true. I do feel good about this. And could be talk, but I think that's deceive. Yeah, because of falsehood. Yeah, I think that is also, I think we're correct on this one. Knowledge of each one was heart and strength. Knowledge of, I do think this is each. We go from all to each. That makes sense. This, I think, is the past tense for was. Knowledge of each one was heart, and I do think this is strength. Yeah, I actually think we're good there. We're going to stop when we get to 30 days. Point your prow for home. I do think that is correct. It's on a ship. Found etch. Oh, there's something I wanted to say about AD&D. Sleep now for tomorrow, you aperture. For tomorrow, I do think this is correct because it's like after and time. This is a question I don't know. I don't know. This one I'm not certain of, actually. Aperture. Work. I don't know. I can't say. This one I'm really not sure of. I'm gonna read what Max has to say. Hey, Deck Dice, how are you? How are you? We'll go talk to her soon. Rest here and be safe. Again, I think this is probably safe. I feel good about that. I sailed Dead River of Sleep. I think this is correct. I do, because it's like not life. So we also have death in there, so I think this is correct. Oh, okay. This is one I just don't think we have enough words for, but let me see. So Max went to the real estate sale before looking for a place to stay the night, which is what I did. I introduced myself to some dark suited men who basically told me to scram. I didn't talk to them. I tried to talk to the local cop and he threatened me. Same. Max says, then I talked to the Buddhist monk. He was the only friendly one. Same. There was some lady at the auction who seemed kind of flirty. Yes, and sketchy. Max says, I ended up buying the journal in the auction. I failed to win the idol. I won the pair of clay cylinders as well. Dexter James won the altar. Okay. After the auction, I got a room at the hotel. There was a pale green fog the next morning. Nothing was disturbed in my room that night that I could see. Same. I read the notebook I bought. I also examined the cylinders. I had suspicion, so went to the police station, but the cop was a jerk, so I left. I didn't go to the police station. Then I went to Professor Harris's house and ran into one of the dark-suited men. See, I didn't go to the professor's house. I think because I didn't know where he lived. I think because I didn't go to the police station, I didn't know where he lived. I continued eventually to the Harris house and talked to Amelia for a little while. I didn't even speak to her. There was a knock at the door and the cop showed up. I tried to escape, but he caught me and arrested me. Why? Why did he arrest you? What were you doing? You didn't do anything wrong. He took me to the jail. I was able to get the lock to the cell open and tried to creep out, but he heard me, and when I ran, he got me down and I died. That was it. Trespassing. Trespassing, but you were... Wow. Okay, that just seems a little... That's what they... Okay, he was in on it, right? I think that is sketchy. Yeah, I think he must have been in on it. We remember, this is a gravestone. Those who are gone. Yes! Yes! Everyone, I would like to note that we just solved a new one. And that means we do now have a solvable inscription. This is really good. Harris house was a trap. If I could have snuck upstairs, I think there was information. I didn't make it that far. The history of the lost future. Oh. Solvable. Solved, unsolved. Okay, all right. So we did really well. I think what we need to do, actually, I wanted to finish those before we hit the 30 days. No, inscriptions. Solved. unsolved. Here we go. We were right before the 30-day mark. And if we can, I just wanted to finish it before we talk to her because I do want to just avoid her a little bit longer. Not a whole lot. And we're going to stop right before we get to 30 days. And, you know, we're right here. I actually think... Okay, we're about here. Oh, good, you should watch it. Hey, Lone Koofy Gates. Okay, what gods do not know is not. We've seen this one. We're just catching up. I give you my heart. I think this is also correct. By the way, I was just thinking how I want to do... I think, okay, so here's the thing. I just had a thought, and some people here might find this interesting. So you know that how I did some of those solo Call of Cthulhu adventures? Well, Pegasus Press has put out some of them in German, and I thought that maybe I could redo one of the ones I did, but in German. I could do a special German language Call of Cthulhu solo RPG. That's what I was thinking. I didn't realize it until... I just happened to be looking, but how cool would that be? I think it might be really fun. Let me see. Hold on. Align. Yeah. So here it is, right? They've got Allein gegen die Dunkelheit, Allein gegen den Frost, Allein gegen die Flut. So I was thinking... So Allein gegen die Flut we just did, but this is like a... I was just thinking that maybe I could do this again, but in German. What do you all think about that? Because I would think that's cool. Personally, I would do it. It would clearly be a stream for only those people who want to see me do something in German, but I would do it. I would think it's cool. There we go. I was like, where's my chat? There it is. 30 Days of Iox, worst horror play at Elborath. Yeah, so this is what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking that maybe I do it again. If it brings you joy, I mean, you know, I just think it could be... I think it could be cool. You know, I might do it. When would I do it? It's a good question. And actually, the thing is, to be honest, I should probably do it sooner rather than later if I want to do the one that I just did in English, because it's so frequent. So maybe... Yeah, I'm going to look into it. Emperor sees through every falsehood. I think all of this is correct. Knowledge of each one was one. Knowledge of each. I actually think this is correct. We looked at this one. We're almost done with this, but sleep now for tomorrow. Aperture seems wrong, but it might not be wrong. Rest here and be safe. I think this is correct. Yeah, I think this is correct, but maybe not. We'll see. I sail the dead river of sleep. I think this is correct.
Name game.
Oh, the name game. What? Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name. I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F. On M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. Then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Volustude, 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 banana, fanner, Volustude, fee, fi, mo, molus, dude. Volus dude, the name game, nah. Woo! Thank you for that gift, sub anonymous. Woo! All right. Okay. So, I think also all this is true. Yeah, I think this is accurate. So, I think we are basically follow me if you can. Follow me. It's a river map. Follow me. If only makes sense. It's a question, but I do have to say that is a little bit weird because the S is for like movement, but that's a question mark, so it's a question. I think we just have to go with if. Which means we've done the first 30 days, we've reviewed them. So we have to, unfortunately, go back in. I don't want to go in here. She's going to talk to me, and I don't like it. Now I really want to play a line giggling flute, like right now. Lee, I wanted to thank you for coming to the service. His mother appreciated having another Elborathian here. Yeah, his mother seemed to think he died. I'm going to be a little provocative. Died here in Iox. What did you tell her? I told her he had an accident with his equipment. I didn't tell her that her son had disappeared off-river into the depths of the nebula. She would worry for his soul, Aaliyah, if you can understand that. Why would she worry about his soul? Also, she doesn't care. Souls are carried by the rivers, Aaliyah. The rivers are nothing but ghosts and voices. To die off rivers is unthinkable. Sure. Okay, whatever. Are we done? Are we finished with this conversation? Can I leave now? Oh, hey, look. There's something in her office. What's this? Huh. You have more books than Wong. Yeah, those books are not his. Nor are these ones mine. I don't want to talk to her. Professor. You must have known why Remba was exploring the nebula. I did know. At first, anyway. I'm sorry I didn't tell you, Leah. Are you, really? But, Yes. I don't... You're not the easiest person to talk to about my beliefs. They were Renba's beliefs too, you know. He also didn't trust you. What did you make him do? You understand the loop, Aaliyah, even if you deny it. You understand that everything which happens will happen again, and everything which happens has happened before. We're avoiding we're not going to get into debate about metaphysics with her. What does this have to do with Rimba? The fall, Aaliyah. Iox fell, Aaliyah. The Empire collapsed. Our protectorate is the Empire of old, and the fall will come again. And if we are not ready for it, we will not survive it. Why did you send me? We did. You've been digging up bones for us for years, but you found nothing of value. That's what Rimba was doing for me out there. Trying to learn how the fall will occur. and Renba found something inside one of his robots. Something inside Six? I can believe that. So you've noticed something. So did Renba. Six told him something. Set him to digging up something on a moon near Elborath. He hired laborers from the Elborath markets to do the work. And then I heard nothing until he sent me that brooch. But the robot knew about the fall, Aaliyah. The robots know everything. Robots might know, but they can't remember. Six barely remembers being woken. Re-woken. The robots have no memory of what came before. Before they were buried here when they were wiped clean. But I don't think a robot can truly forget, no more than a soul in the loop can be lost. The loop sustains all, Aaliyah. All. What do you want me to do? The fall is coming, Aaliyah. Faster than we think. Find what Rimba found. We have to know what will happen. I spoke to Rimba. To a recording of him anyway. He left a message inside a robot, somehow. He told me a great darkness was coming. He told me I should find an observatory. He also told me you were sketchy AF. Then find it. What do you know about Heaven's Vault? Wong said you knew a story about it. Of course. Everyone knows that story. But it's a story from the old sea. It's not important. Actually, I think it is. Just tell me what's inside the vault. I want to get to the point with her because I don't know how much honk we have inside. It isn't a cupboard, Aaliyah. I suppose they didn't tell you stories at the orphanage? No, I'm an orphan. I would have told you stories if you had been with me. Don't. Tell it to me now. We're just gonna try to not let her distract us. Very well. What does Mariah mean? We haven't found anything valuable. We found... I know. Once there was an island, home to a wild and wonderful people in the middle of the old sea, and it was sinking. It had always been sinking. The rocks that formed its cliffs and shores were crumbling. The fertile soil was clawed away, grain by grain, by the sea wind. But it happened so slowly, the people said it was natural. They believed the island would heal like a wound. Until the night came, when the sea crept into their houses and swept their children away. The people blamed themselves. They prostrated themselves before altars. They begged for forgiveness. But the sea did not stop. It took their children, then their fields, and all the lower lands. Soon the island was no more than a hill. Kings climbed on kings. All hope was lost. So they felled their last fruit tree to build a boat. The boat was not large, but it was strong enough to sail beyond the edges of the world. No one knew how far it would have to go to find a shore. And what happened? Again, not provoking, just... Oh, the boat set sail. It leapt beyond the horizon. No one had ever sailed so far. No one knew if it would ever land. And the boat's name, they say, was the Heaven's Vault. Interesting. It's an arc. Heaven's Vault is a ship? It's a story for children, Aaliyah. To make them clean their teeth and weed their potatoes. Yeah, I don't know about that, actually. Nothing more. I'm sorry you didn't get to be a child on Elborath. You know what? I was fine. Your life here would have been better. I don't think so. Is there, a copy of the Mazwai here? Sorry, wrong voice. Is there a copy of Mazwai? Well, of course. You know Mazwai was a sailor and a scholar. Huh. Wong's mentioned her. You'd have liked her, I think. Yeah, okay. Sure. I'm gonna catch up on chat. The belief systems derived around all this is interesting, right? And I haven't been here for most of this. It's really fascinating, Crit Witch, and the world building is really cool. So pre-Elborathian Iox folk tossed folk on a camper van and arrived at this galaxy. I think so. I guess it's like the stories we tell ourselves. Yeah, and the thing is, right, that what I think is so cool is that you have these rivers, right? These stellar rivers, and you've got these islands and moons and bits of like... So it's like you've got these stretches of land in the middle of the sky, the outer space, that have oxygen on them because there's like, you know, water or trees. But when that oxygen goes away, then it doesn't come back. I mean, it's really, really fascinating. I have to say, yeah, it's yeah. I'm telling you, she makes me nervous. Also, she was lying to me. Do you know what I mean? Quite a lot. Yes? We'll go with this one. Jiki found a huge ship buried in the dust, much bigger than anything we can sail. A gigantic ship? That's what he found? Just the kind we'll soon build, then. Oh, I don't know about this. There was something I wanted to ask you. Did Heaven's Vault have an ancient name? I've no idea. It's a story, Aaliyah. Yeah, but it might be important. I deal in the real world, as should you. Do you? Ask Wong, maybe. I don't know. Why didn't you tell me what Remba was doing earlier? Why did you keep it secret? Aaliyah, I've always treated you as warmly as I'm allowed. You know that. Allowed by whom? I don't... As your robot would say, we all have our primary users. But what does that mean? Aaliyah? I spoke to an ancient voice from the Empire, Professor. It had been stored into a figurine and forgotten, but it was still alive. Oh, what did it tell you? You don't seem surprised. Recordings like that were once common in the Empire. Recordings of important people. The Emperors believed in the loop, of course, but they still feared death. How do you know this? I just feel like some people are... You should come to the temple more often. You don't need to dig up the Empire, Leah. They wrote everything down in letters we can read. The death the Emperors feared was the death of future. They feared the fall. The Emperors knew it was coming, and they guarded what they could against it. Stored whatever knowledge they could. You've found devices like this before. By the way, I saw the movie Backrooms. It's good. Of course we have. You travel with one. 6 to me. Professor? Professor? Wait, what's going on? Are you like... Uh-oh. Oh, 6 to me. That's what she says. Okay. Sliset. What's going on here? I don't like... What's happening? Re-ungset. What's... Set Siang. Six? Can you hear me, Six? Silen Ong. What did you... The language it is speaking, do you recognize it? You should. Yeah, it's ancient. Remember, discovered that robot cores can be accessed directly, verbally, if you know the right words. I don't trust this. This isn't your empress. This is something deeper. Set Siang, I don't like this. It wants you to ask it a question. Sounds a lot like Elborath patois. I knew it was old, but I remember a few words of patois anyway. Kisreth? Kisreth I angset bo ioya. Ioya. Ioya? Ioya. I ya si more. I almost understand. Almost. But I don't. What is it talking about, Elia? Give me a moment. My kiss? My kiss. I kiss bouquet. Salehua. Salehua. I ya huamake. Ri ari. Ari. Huameke? That's a pretty bad thing to call someone. But then, so is Salehua. Brethians are really talking in ancient. Catkiss? Catkiss. I hua bo yekifis el. Hua meke? It's an insult, by the way. Hua meke. I ya hua bo renfar. How is 6 talking ancient? I think all robots speak ancient internally, but Renba found a way in, a word. Malifar. It means fall. Maya Malifar. Wetzile Malifar Ori Elborath. Oh, that seems bad. Katiokis Malifar Bomeke Siboar. Umyokat Set Siang. That's as far as I've managed to go. Aliyah, I need you to do better. Do you know how to find Heaven's Vault? That's what you want to ask about? A children's story? En ang. Bo kataliti ifarali mifar boali. Mistress. Excuse the interruption, mistress. 6, what were you just saying? Nothing, mistress. I do not like to prattle in front of my primary user, but something has come into my mind. Something to do with Heaven's Vault. A meeting of rivers, mistress. I believe I know where it is. I'm sick of this moon, Aliyah. Don't hassle me. Oh no, we're not leaving that. No, we'll just finish talking. And we're not going to give her the crown. She wants it real bad, but we're not. Okay, so we have the crown. We could give it to her. I don't think we should. I don't think we should give her the crown because she knows we have it, but I don't want to give it to her. The kings and whatnot must have been salty, forced to travel the common folk to the great unknown. I know, but they may not have taken the common folk with them. Bolus, they may not. I'm not going to give her the crown. One crown to rule them all, one crown to bind them with darkness. Yeah, let's just not give her the crown. How about that? And Aliyah, the crown. I haven't forgotten. Yeah. Do we give her the crown? I don't want to. Because I don't trust her. Grandma must have tried a word of Elborathian when working with NK, perhaps by chance. He was from Elborath. Maybe he jabbed his thumb with a screwdriver and swore. It seems remarkable this had not been discovered before. But no one on Iox speaks Elborathian patois. They would never bring themselves to. Yeah, Crit Witch says she doesn't exactly exude anything related to establishing trust. Well, I doubt all the royalty could manage to populate the galaxy alone. Do we give her the crown? If Elborath patois is spoken ancient, and the control words for robots sound like patois, I suppose the control words are an ancient. So what if we Elborathians are like the most legit? I'll give her the crown. I don't want to. She keeps asking about it and like... I don't want to. I don't like this. Aaliyah. Oh, fine, I'm gonna give you the crown. I don't want to. I don't like this. I've brought it, Professor. Here it is, then. This is what we found on that moon. Beautiful. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I do. It's a crown. I'm so glad we pay your stipend. But shall I tell you what it really is? Although I'm sure she knows what it is. Oh, I know. I think. It's a device of some kind. My friend in Elborath heard it whisper to her. Fascinating. This is the Emperor's crown. Iox would never have parted with it. I can imagine you lifting this from the ashes of the last Emperor himself. So, you're gonna keep it? It belongs on Iox, of course. Does it? Aaliyah, this is your moment. Off you go and enjoy it. I just don't... You know what? Whatever. I think all of this is bad, and I don't like it. Belongs in a museum. Thank you for the story, Professor. That's all right, Aaliyah. It's good to know you're not too old for stories. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. She's looking at me through the window. What are we enjoying right now? I realize how you overthrew the robot empire. Control words. That's a secret you won't share. Robots can be controlled by words of spoken ancient. You discovered that. But you can be controlled that way too. Just try it, human. Surely you're done here. Can we go yet? Soon. Not yet. I'm just telling you, you ever feel like you're in the middle of a game and there are people who are sketchy and you can't trust them? Do you ever feel that way? Because, you know, I feel that way right now. That's all. That's it. I've dug on scores of moons, NK. You know, I've never found robots buried on any of them. Only on Iox. I assume we were stored there, in case we were needed. Maybe we can talk to Wong. I just have this feeling of dread. Just feeling of dread is what I have. Hi, Wong. Let's show him another artifact. I've got a few things for the curators. I'm glad to hear it. Let's I found this fragment of canvas. May I take a look? What's left of the inscription reads, "May the sky god lift you." Beautiful. Now, I've seen something a bit like that, if I remember right, that was also inscribed. Let me see if I can find it. Everybody, I've really got to tidy up sometime. I also really want to play the exact same adventure I played last night, but in German, and I want to do it sooner rather than later. This was written on a black scrap of sailcloth. It was found buried here in Iox. Look, we're getting so many inscriptions. What do we got? This one is a fractured piece from an even longer phrase. Okay. So, rivers right here. Boom, rivers. We are looking for... It looks like life. Volus says, "Why, Trooper, like Myri, don't ask shipyards to make Noah's Ark. The second to move folks to new galaxies." I don't feel good about her business. We have got Sky. We have got God. Sky God. I believe I remember the word for life. And a poem must be right as well. Sky God something, life upon rivers. So this is... We've got part of the word hold. We've got maybe sing. So I'm thinking this is breathes. Sky God breathes life upon rivers. Do you have any more like that? Please, I would love more. We've got... Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. Shall I archive the fragment of canvas? Yeah, take it. I need to visit him more often. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. So, I feel like we probably cannot talk to him again, but I feel like we've got so many things to talk to him about. I would like to talk to him all the time. Mayari, less so. Surely you're done here. Surely you're done here now. All right, fine, let's get out of here. Let's leave the moon. This way. We'll come back. And so we left the university. Six... So, I feel like we're very far along in the game. I feel like we're very close. But I also feel like we need to visit Wong all the time. We returned to the ship and sprang up into the water. So, there's some words we need. Let's go. Time to move on. We've got some options. I will ready the braces, Aaliyah. We've got some options, and I don't really like any of them. Well, they do say that they want us to go to Elborath. Why? My friend the mechanist Oroy lives in the Citadel, but the Empress Inca refused to even roll tracks here. I could go there next. Why? There might be more solvable... Hi, Trig, how are you? There might be more solvable... Yeah, let's go there. And, we're able to figure out something with the gate, you know? Also... If we leave and we come back to Iox, we might be able to talk to Wong more. Turn us right shortly, Aaliyah. Okay. I'm going to just pass control to Enki because we have been this way a number of times, and I think we've been this path. I don't think we're going to find any new things. It'll get us there. I have a lot of questions. Like, a lot of questions. And it makes me nervous. So we may not actually have a lot of new things, but I'll just note if we have any. We don't have any new inscriptions at the moment. But here's what I'm going to do. We're going to approach this gate. We're going to see if we can get new stuff. All right. Set Bayaki Rifar. I'm recognizing some of these words. Ifarali. Set Ifarali. Set Bayaki Kat Ifar. I still can't think of what to say next. Still no use. All right, well, this is... I want... Kibenya. I want to learn the secrets of this game. Anihua Sale Kataliti. Sale, do you think that's road? I have thoughts and feelings. Maybe we can get some more stuff. I just feel like I'm being used as a patsy, and that, like, I just cannot help but remember that Renba thought that accused our advisor of being evil, and I have not forgotten that, you know? Ah, Leah, Gomonin. Let's show him an artifact. I've picked up an artifact you might like. Oh, yes? It's a telescope device dating from ancient times. Oh, interesting. A beautiful, unique piece. Oh, but I don't have anything worth trading for now. My apologies, Aaliyah. But even the most beautiful font must run dry. Okay, that's okay. Well, at least we know. Listen, Tapi. I'm not on Elborath for long. Nice of you to drop by. I just feel like I'm going to be murdered by my advisor, and if that happens, somebody should save me. Maybe. See you later, Tapi. May your steps fall soundly, Aliyah. So, I think there's probably less stuff here than... Oh. Good faith to you. Good faith? Good faith to you. So, I'm gonna talk to the trader, even though I don't like her. Yeah? How's trade today? Bristling! I dislike her so much. We'll see if Roy will talk to us. And then we'll go find our friend down in the market, and then we'll leave. I don't think we're gonna get much here today. At the moment. But we might be able to go back to Iox and talk to Wong again and get more stuff. It's like, I feel like we're doing a little bit of catch up because we've been avoiding our advisor for so long that we did catch up talking to Wong. But, you know, I don't think she's going to talk to us. Hi. Aliyah, what can I do for you? Can we just talk? Did you know the robots have control words? What's that? There are ancient words They make robots do things. Never heard of that. So you didn't know? Is it just this one? Or do they all have them? All of them, I think. Must be something burnt right down into the foil. Anything like that would be overridden by the robot's own intentionality. That would be something to test. Can a word bypass the ethical core? Oh. You think it might be possible? You could use your control word to have a robot kill someone. Well, it depends on how it works. Makes you wonder if you and me have overrides we don't know about. Huh. What you mean? Never mind. Forget it. I'm glad I'm talking to her right now. How's the shop working out? Not getting any better. See you around, Aaliyah. Okay. So, we did get something more. That was good. I feel like we talked to our friend down in the slums, and then we leave and go either back to Iox, see if we can talk to Wong, or we go to that one site. We have one site left we can maybe find out about. It's stressful when you have got maybe some sort of plot happening, you know, just behind your back, and you can just see edges of it, but you can't prove it or know what it is. And you can't trust the people around you because they could all be out to get you, and I'm not being paranoid. It's good writing. I'll visit the bar. See my friend. Oh, Aaliyah. Hey. Hi, Timur. Oh, sorry, wrong word. How's Elborath? Wrong thing to ask, sorry. Same. Tearing itself apart. Have you ever heard the word Malifar? Yeah, all the time. It means fallen over from too much Rocky. I can't imagine anyone would have said it to you. Enjoy. Interesting. Huh. Your generosity will be the end of you. Everything's paid back in the end. I'm gonna sip my drink for a second.
Cool rucker burned my throat, and Timur smiled.
Yeah. This place seems quiet. There's something here. Well, it was a rush yesterday, maybe the day before. You want another Rocky? Shh. No, please. Another time. I should probably get real drunk one of these days. This is probably the best day to do it. But I'm not going to because I've got to be a scientist. You know, I just wish I could, no more talking to him. I guess we gotta go. I know, right? Be seeing you, Timur. Yeah, don't be a stranger. Do you ever, like, Malifar, the falling of a drunk. All right, here's my thought. We are going to go back to Iox to see if we can talk to Wong and get more words and text. But then after that, really what it is going to that one site, see if we can find it. We'll have to explore a little bit, which I think will be fine. But if we can get some more words, then I think that wouldn't be bad. I just feel like we're like chilling, like a villain. Oh. All right. Let's start sailing. I really want to... I will prepare the sheets. I really want to do that adventure again, but now in German. I think it'd be really good. I don't think I can do a New England accent in German, though. Look at this, right? It says Iox, so we're going to head over there. Because I think we've got stuff from Wong. We're going to do a little bit of a boop, 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 boop. Okay, so, and we'll just have Enkai do the sailing for us. We don't need to, we've been back and forth on this route 1,000 billion times. So, I think it'll be chill. There we go. We'll just be there. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling like we are almost at the end of this game. Probably not. But you know what? You just feel like you're in like the final act, you know? One moment. Yeah? Is that you now, Six? Of course it isn't. I'm wearing your robot's face. Okay. I guess. Let me go to the library, see if I can get some more inscriptions. I think... Aaliyah, always a pleasure. Yeah, I know. You're my pal. Curator and all that business. Let's show him a text. I discovered a book you might enjoy. Let's see now. Oh, there's an inscription. I read it as... There's an inscription. I read it as last will find temple and gate. You know, I'm sure you're right on last. Hey. I'm glad you agree. Heaven's Vault. Does it have another name? So glad we're talking to him. An ancient name? What's that? Oh, ancient is only a written language, Aaliyah. It can't be spoken. Actually, that's not true, but it's fine. Oh, that's not true. Elborathian patois is a form of spoken ancient. Somehow, some of it survived. Maybe I have heard something. Let me see now. Okay. We're getting good info. We're getting good intel. Yeah, this is it. Is that Mazwai? Of course it is. Mazwai has everything. Here. And the place beyond the edge of the world where the wrecks lie had a name. A curse. Huh. And the name of the pit below the world's rim was Bo-Kataliti Ifarali. Who knows, but maybe that's what that means. Ifarali? That word again. Aaliyah, is everything all right? Ever since Rinba disappeared, it's like you've been gone too. There's a place called Heaven's Vault. It's real. I'm sure of it. And there's something there. But I've no idea what. And people say I read too many stories. Ifarali, Heaven's Vault. Let's show him another text. I found something you might be interested in. Well, let's see now. There's a fragment of an inscription. There's a fragment of an inscription. I read it as this book came through gates. You know, I'm sure you're right about came. Hey. Interesting. Good, good, good. Thanks, Wong. Have you heard the word Sleeset before? I want to talk to him so much. There's so many things I want to ask him about. Sleeset? No, I don't think so. Sounds like the way they talk on Elborath. Let's show him another text. Because I uncovered a torn book you might want to look at. Oh, let's see. Let's see now, huh? There's a fragment of an inscription. I read it as, temples will open again? Yes, I think you're correct on again. Yes. Again? Okay, like time and? Okay, this is good. This is good. I'm glad you agree. Have you looked through the Mazwai I found? Yeah, I have. And it's quite a find, I can tell. An early edition, probably even one of the first. There's a lot of unusual material that's missing from later editions. Does the Mazwai have anything to say about Evan's vault? Oh, it does. There's a whole section about the wreck of the vault washing up. Let me see. Washing up beyond the knot of the three rivers. I know that place, I think. We visited an unknown ancient site out in the depths. If it's connected to Evan's vault, it's interesting that Mazwai knew that. Interesting that Mazwai knew the connection. Perhaps it was known right up until the Fool? Well, perhaps. But for some reason, that section was removed when the book was copied and distributed. Well, that's interesting, don't you think? I made some nice discoveries out there. Oh, let's see them then. Let's find the etch-battered chest, huh? Take a look at this battered chest. Well, let me see. We're learning so much, everybody. What's left of the inscription reads, "Hold the light." I think you're right. Now, I've seen something similar, if I remember right, and it also had script. Now, where is it? We've done so well, everybody. I can't handle it. Oh, here it is. By the way, I'm going to go to like 3:30. I think we'll go to about 3:30. That'll give us a good 3 hours for gameplay. And then I will do AD&D stuff. It's found in an Elborathan house years ago. Oh, okay. Look at us. Huh. This one's a broken piece from an even longer phrase. Okay. Broken piece from an even longer phrase. It's an iron chest. Okay, let's see what we have. We have got people. Probably. We have got a bunch of things we can't give. Maybe. We have got you. I think I've unfortunately missed a couple of these streams. I'm glad you'll catch it. Hello, welcome back. Look, we're just stressing about our advisor and how our advisor seems to be really, really sketchy in a way that is disturbing. Really, that's where we're at right now. Yeah, like normal. I just feel like maybe it might be abnormal grad student stuff because it feels really bad. All right, so we clearly don't have this one just yet. This doesn't feel right. All right, so people's out. Great. Because when I say abnormal grad student stuff, I mean this is really bad. So, and then give, and then I give this. Okay, this is good. Elders, we should write the last known parking spot, Old Winnebago, to this new book. No young one who could ever bother to seek that old thing. Okay, so an advisor took tenure means ever having to say you're sorry, but you farther. Yes. Somebody who Probably also somebody who hasn't been teaching in a really long time because they're too famous to have to worry about it. And also, they are terrible. Another long one, but I'm confident it says give. Yes, I give this something you. So what we have is, what do we have here? We have person and like noun. I give this, it's an iron chest. Thing. Well, entrance. So it's, yeah, so let's go with thing. Let's go with thing. Let's try that. Does I give this thing you make sense? Oh. Do you have any more like it? It's a weird one. It's a weird one. We'll come back to it. Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. I'll take the battered chest to the archives then. Well, yeah, take it. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. So we do need to come back here and visit him some more because we could get more information from him. Ring feels more like a memory association. Maybe. We must move on. Time to go? Yeah, fine. I don't feel like talking to my advisor. Yeah, let's not talk to our advisor right now. Let's not. Let's just not. I remember shape. That's true. You know what? I had a thought about that. You're right. About shape. Ring. Maybe yes. We'll go back into it the minute we get into the Nightingale. Because you're right about shape. Give me a second to get to the... Here we go. Inscriptions. Hold light. Not that one. Hold the light. Continue. We want unsolved inscriptions because we just got one. And I think you're right. Let's say I give this thing... Let's try ring instead. That could be a thing. But we also have some solvable inscriptions, by the way. Ha, 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 ha. It looks like we actually have a couple of solvable. We have 4. Look at us. Okay. I give you my heart. We already knew that was correct. That is great. Continue. Let's go to this heavy book. Last will find temple and gate. The last will find the temple and the gate. That seems... So it looks like they don't use the word the in this ancient language so much. So that's... Do they use articles at all? Temples will open again. Probably the temples will open again. Okay, so what we've learned is they do not use definite articles. This book came through gates. The gates. Just learned something. We are going to go back in. So I think we have to go here. I think we have to go here. Do they mean ring jewelry? It's really a good question, actually. I don't know if they mean ring as jewelry or as a round gate or like the loop. I will ready the tackle. All right, we're gonna sail. I need you to know that we have done so well. We're gonna have to go. Wait, why do they say Elborath? Hey, when it comes to places we can go, if you notice that this place is right next to this Heaven's Vault area, and I feel like if we go there, it'll really advance the plot. So I think we just go to Elborath for a second, see if there's anything we can trade around. Probably not. And then we go back to Iox and talk to Wong. We're going back and forth. I know it, but it's fast because we'll have Enkai. What's the word? Navigate for us. And we can't have advancement in the plot. No, we totally can. Just, you know, I give you this door to you, then would make as much sense as ring. Oh, that's true. Look, my thought is we just look, we might have some intel. And again, maybe we can speak to the gate. Set Bayaki Rifar. Ifarali. That's the fall. Set Ifarali. Set Bayaki Kat Ifar. Bo Kataliti Ifarali. Et Ang. Ifar Bo Kataliti Ifarali. Is that good? Or... Oh, okay. Wait. It was good we went here because we just got new intel. Where are we? Something happened. Something happened, everybody. My surroundings have changed. Oh. Is this Heaven's Vault? It looks like Mersey.
I found myself at the feet of a goddess, surrounded by trees on all sides.
But no, it's too quiet. No pigs. A different forest, then. Where are we? Is this Heaven's Vault? There's nothing here. Okay, this is amazing. Well, you thought I was avoiding plot, but I wasn't. Ha! I figured there might be something there, and, this looks like machinery. Perhaps there's a vault underground here somewhere? But even if this isn't Mersey, I know you, goddess. Accidental plot. I wonder who put her out here. There are no buildings, no settlements. No one to worship her. But look, that looks like machinery. Can a goddess exist without people? She looking at something? Over this way. No, but I want to look at her first. I want... If Enko were here, she'd be telling me how stupid I was being. Why do you waste your precious breaths on these statements? Why not simply kneel, pitiful creature? Aaliyah, there you are. Glad you can make it, Enkai. Oh, you're back. Wrong one. Thought was finally rid of you. Thankfully, no. Once again, the Elborath gate informed me of your position. Have you found the vault? Tell me you brought the nightingale? I did not walk here. You got such an attitude, you know? Where is here anyway? A moon in the 14 flows. Thankfully, the gate was quite specific in its directions. I'm glad you're here anyway. I hadn't really begun to wonder how I was going to get home. Again, This looks more like a machine. Look at this, a metal dais. See, look at the base she's on. It couldn't be more different from the setting on Mersey. Have we dug underneath? Although perhaps the shape of that one was made to match this. More like the ramps and panels on the old dock than anything else. Is it some kind of mechanism? It's obviously a mechanism! Touch buttons. Perhaps, are you suggesting it rotated, Aaliyah, so she could look around? Oh, I was thinking of the engineering, but if you were going to make a base that spins, well, perhaps it would look like this. It does look like an Ioxian missile silo. Undoubtedly, Aaliyah. After all, the goddess would no doubt tire of looking at the same tree. Oh, an inscription. What are we doing in this game? This one is a fractured fragment from an even longer phrase. We're doing so well today. Also, it stressed me out. Okay, so this is the base of a water goddess. We have Nebula. We have 4. We have Divine gives water for Nebula. Yep. Feel pretty good about this one. That translation is clearly incorrect. There must be another phrasing. Really? Okay. I thought we were doing really well, actually. Cool. Let's go goddess gives water for Nebula. The goddess, right? The goddess gives water for the Nebula. By the stars. That was a long one. The robot was like, no, does giving water mean distributing it? NK gives beer to space. There's obviously water here. Do they believe the goddess shared this moon's water with the rest of the nebula? A metaphysical explanation for the existence of well springs? Hey, there's shards of glass at her feet. I can't believe this. Ooh. And a hole going down into the mechanism. Whatever this was, it's filled in with dirt. A lamp, perhaps, Aaliyah? Well, could be. It's certainly gloomy between all these trees. I should have asked a question. I was too quick on the button. Okay. Let's see. Oop. Huh. Roy would love this thing. She'd want to take it apart bolt by bolt. Is that what she did to your third robot, Aaliyah? You know, maybe you could calm down. How about that? How about if you just calm down a little bit? And relaxed. I mean, you don't want to be torn apart. Also, the robot was misfunctioning anyway. It was fine. Does the statue mean there's a settlement here? Buried in a tree somewhere? There are no buildings on this moon. Look, it was an accident. Also, maybe 3 had it coming. Maybe 3 only had themselves to blame. Another? Huh. There's another disc on this side, but this one's intact. Reminds me of something we've seen before. If I can just remember what. Can you remove the glass, NK? All right, Aaliyah. Move out of the way. Don't break it. You want there to be a 7? I would rather you were not in the radius of any shrapnel. Oh, well, hold on. If you want something doing... I'm gonna reach inside. Stop! There is a strong radiation emanating from the opening. Well, then let me look down the hole. I can't make anything out down there. Why don't you move away from the opening? A hopper beam is still a radiation, and you should not stick your face in it. Oh. You said the glass disc was radiating. I should have touched it. Outside your visible spectrum, but it is there. Its signature is very familiar. It's the radiation generated by a hopper, and this is a hopper source similar to the one at the Withering Palace. Oh. An hopper? Out here? Are you saying it's still active? Oh, figuring out stuff. Yes, Aaliyah. A hopper is only emitting when it is active, stupid. Something below the ground is being transported right now, even as we speak. Hoppering to where? Somewhere out in the distant nebula? The hopper is functioning. Therefore, it must be both transmitting and being received. It is a long-distance connection. So this hopper is permanently hoppering. Someone set this place up and left it running. It's probably water, right? It would appear so, Aaliyah. Oh. Yeah. What happens if a hopper signal is blocked? Is that even possible? The connection no longer exists, therefore, transfer does not occur. Whatever might have been relocated is not. Do I want to cover the opening? Line of sight. That's right, isn't it? What are you doing? Please, what are you doing? Trying something out. What are we doing? There's like a whole other thing I haven't looked at yet. Wait. Aaliyah, you've broken something. What kind of something? What's happening? I cannot see properly. I am detecting deep movement of echoes from below. This thing isn't going to make my hand fall off, is it? It quite depends on how long you stand there. Water. Water is rising up through the ground. Oh! Washing the soil away. Aaliyah, there is a hatch. Let's wait a little bit longer. It's old or nerve, NK. I would be disappointed in you if you were to stop now. So this hopper, I'm holding hopper's water from underground, but hoppers it where? Into the rivers? To another moon? Is this place some kind of aquifer? Does it distribute water from its wellspring out to somewhere else? The hatch. I believe the water below is about to... What? Tell me. Force it open. What happens if I just leave my hand here? The water rises above your head, and I cannot close my eyes. I would be forced to watch. The water's coming faster now, pouring out of the hatch. Let's just let go. Interesting. This hopper really is doing something. Finally, the water is falling back once more, flowing to wherever it goes. Something else has been uncovered, I think. So I have got more things to look at, like, what is this? Okay. But there's a third disc here. They're all broken now. But you can't see where the upper beam is going? I believe I can, Aaliyah. The signal from this hopper. Interesting. It points towards Iox. But you're serious? This place is where Iox gets its water from. And if I were to shut this place down... Please, Aaliyah, I do not like to consider it. For people in Elborath knew and Kay. Honestly, I don't think they'd ever hesitate. They shut it down and then trade water for work in the fields. Then I do not suggest we tell them. And I shall personally inform Professor Mayari at the earliest convenience. I don't like any of this. The glass discs we saw must have worked to operate the waterway. When they're all blocked, it's got nowhere to go. Oh, go watch the World Cup! Watch the World Cup! Oh, it doesn't yeet water. Where does this one point? I'm unsure, Aaliyah. Somewhere we did not find, perhaps. I need something I could plug the hole with. The metal reliquary from the Dome Market would probably fit. I've got a lot of questions. I have many, many questions. So this was a opera too. Presumably so, Aaliyah. Blocked now by dirt and forest detritus. But curiously angled. There is nothing in this direction. We are at the edge of the nebula already. Whoa, nothing? Why build a opera without an eye? This hopper source. It would appear to be pointing in a direction similar to that of Renba's telescopes. The hopper is pointing to something outside the nebula, perhaps to Heaven's Vault itself. Let's touch it. There's warmth here. Not much, but a little. Maybe this one is working underneath the dirt as well. This is just so... The eye this hopper transmits to is most likely a wellspring, Aaliyah. Let's clear the hopper. I don't... Hey, Hawkeye, there's so much happening right now, and I don't know which to do in which order. It's definitely warm down here. I think... Like, do we... There. Like, do we... There's a hatch. Is anything happening? Perhaps, Aaliyah. A very faint flow upwards. Something maybe in the sky. But you can't be sure. It is almost undetectable. What are you making, Hawkeye? It needs more water. Okay, it needs more water. All right. Aaliyah, surely we cannot be correct. The wellsprings cannot surely all be fed by other wellsprings. The water and air must originate somewhere. Right, maybe or maybe not. What if it's a cycle? What if there is a Great Loop after all? Wong would be thrilled if he had that. Look, I have got some thoughts and feelings about this place here, and there's a hatch over there, but I think before we do anything, we walk around this place. Human. We believe this place is connected to Heaven's Vault. The gate on Elborath did not make a mistake when it sent you here. Uh-huh. Right. And... But if the rivers and the wellsprings are all a loop, how could they be drying up? If the rivers are maintained by a network of active hoppers, Aaliyah, passing water from place to place, then it seems like there are inefficiencies. A little data, a little water lost on every transmission. Eventual drying out would be inevitable. There's one more place we haven't explored yet, and I don't know if we should be exploring it now or later. You know what I mean? Also, I don't know what else is here. I'm tired of this place. Really, Aaliyah, we should leave this place. No, we've still more to do here. So, calm down. You won't get stuck in a bush, will you? I will pick my way forward, somehow. And please, try not to trip over your feet. There is way more to do and there's a hatch, but I want to explore this place. Not fallen branches, almost entirely overgrown, but not quite. They've been worked, joined together with nails and screws, shaped, planed, riveted, lacquered. Part of a ship of some kind, maybe? I just want... Perhaps, Aaliyah, but it does not resemble any ship hull I have seen before. It must have been small. Too small to sail, surely. I cannot imagine a boat of this size catching the wind effectively. Back to the ship. I'm bored of this place. No, don't hassle me. We're exploring this whole place. Would anyone trust themselves in such a ship? Finishing Project Chameleon and
dirt
making a new side panel.
and scraped away the moss.
This is so intense. What have we got? This is a wooden piece from a ship's prow. It looks like something from the earliest days of the nebula. Whoever made this didn't add an inscription on it. I think this comes from the same place as the dented lamp and the heavily scratched rock emerald we found earlier. This will make that side easy to locate. This place has nothing to offer. Can we leave yet? No. Not just yet. There are more symbols here. Like, really, seriously? Okay. Another two-word phrase. All right, we've got a two-word phrase. We're looking at water garden, I think. I'm convinced my translation of garden is right now. Yes. I'm so glad we got that garden fixed. It's complete. Water garden. Does that tell us what this place is? Maybe, yes. I don't think it does. Surely you're done here? Surely you're finished here by now. So, not yet. Come on. We've got a lot more to look at. As a matter of fact, I cannot imagine such a ship surviving the rigors of space, Aaliyah, but from the discoloration, I would say this boat has been in the water. But if the rivers are drying out, if the rivers are well springs, it's going to be a drought. I suppose so, Aaliyah. A drought that cannot be stopped. You know what? Don't be a Debbie Downer. Wah, wah. Finishing a Project Chameleon and making new side panels for a customer in Germany. Turns out I put an image upside down, so it's making a new panel. Customer service is everything in this business, not being customer unsatisfied with their screen. You know, Hawkeye, I just think it's so cool that you're getting customers from all over the world. This mist I've not seen like this since Mersey. I think it's really cool. I'm so proud of you. Not that I have anything, I just think it's really cool. Look, something has been scratched into the rock and highlighted by the moss. Oh, so was water garden a bucket or reservoir? This one is a phrase run together. All right, we have got water. We have got vault. We've got maybe aperture. And let's say this. Not right, but I don't think I know enough to decode this. Water, leap, do, aperture. I don't see any water here. That's because it's down below. Waterfall, maybe? This place has nothing to offer. I'm done with this place. Yeah, well, we've got still more to do. You should maybe relax. We're not going anywhere. So, is this a path? There are no paving slabs, no guard posts. Why does she want me to leave so bad? Because I'm telling you, I've got more things to do here in this place. A lot more things to do. We are going to go down that hatch, by the way. I hope I'm not walking in circles. I don't know. Like, there's probably stuff here. And we have a half hour left, and, oh. It's so quiet. So still. I detect endless movement, Aaliyah. Leaves, insect. Ceaseless. It's life, is what it is. Alright, maybe we will find something else. Like telephone poles? More inscriptions? What happens if we let this place flood? The water must eventually go somewhere. Perhaps it will flow into space. Perhaps it will create a river. Is that possible? The rivers are created from well springs, Aaliyah, and it would seem this moon has a powerful wellspring. Anka, what if a wellspring isn't a device at all? What if it's just the focus point of some other upper? So wellsprings are just uppers receiving data. I do want to go back, but I'm also exploring this place. There's a hatch there that we need to go down. Perhaps this site was once entirely underwater. Perhaps this boat we found was used to travel on the surface. And someone harvested that water using hoppers. That system has been working ever since. Iox itself relies on it. With time, two of the discs failed, and the water level built up, enough to saturate the soil, and allow the forest to grow. So I bet one of those was supposed to go to some, like, planets that we live on. Like, Elborath. Shh. What? I had something moving. In the trees. What? Most likely. There are animals here. What kind of animals? Multiple kinds, Aaliyah. A large numbers of types are required for the system to be sustainable. As I understand it, they eat each other. You don't eat, I suppose. I have not needed to yet. So, how do you keep going? I am powered by a small reactor of some kind. I don't know how it works or how long it will last, much as you might say about your own heart. I do want to get back to that hatch. I hope we can find our way back, because that was a place I wanted to explore. I just want to explore it later. I wonder how far this forest stretches. The whole moon, Aaliyah. Like an apple bristling with mold. You've got a real thing against life, haven't you, Inkai? We must move on. Can we go yet? No. Not just yet. All this life. Going on without knowing how removed it is from everything else. It's nice, just sort of wandering around in the forest. We do need to go back, though, because there's a hatch I want to explore. I want to get in there and see what's down below. Not clipping. Spores. There are mushrooms growing down there. Mushrooms? Okay, I'm happy for you. Okay, I think we might have hit the end of this trail, but we've not found any more inscriptions. So we're going to go back. Enkai Volus notes that Enkai would strangle us if they had hands. This is correct, but luckily they don't. Also, luckily, they can't tell us what to do because they're not our mom. We're going to go into that. I have some ideas about things that we can do. I think we put that reliquary onto that hole, and we use that to... Well, okay, I think the first thing we do is see if we can go down that hatch. We probably can't, because there's probably actually too much water down there, but... Are you sure Enki isn't your mom? You're an orphan. Okay, that's true. I am an orphan. She could be my mom. If she's my mom, then she needs to leave me alone, Mom. I am so intrigued and vaguely stressed out in a good way, I think. Well, look, we're heading back. Also, it looks like Enkai's not following us, which... Good for her, I guess. I hope we haven't missed any... what's the word? Anything that we need to explore, but it's fine. We did find some things, like that little boat, so I feel good about that. Oh... All right, what do we have here? I think that's where the boat was, so I think this way. Enki does not have a four-wheel drive. There she is.
The trees parted into a clearing around a listing statue.
All right, so I know what we need to do, which is to cover up that thing so we can flood that thing so we can get rid of the detritus around that other thing. But there's also a hatch here. And is a statue covered in mushrooms? No, Aaliyah. Oh. Look at this. Crumpled cloth. What's this? Mud-soaked. A flag. It's been painted with symbols, too. We found a flag. Okay. This is the end of a frayed fragment of text. We're doing so well. Okay, so... This one's a little tricky. This is we... watch... and... we watch and... So this is close to hold... Hold, we know that's hold, but this is a different thing. So we watch and learn, or learn, because that's kind of like knowledge. Yeah, learn, right? We watch and learn. That will do for now. Huh. Yeah, I think that makes sense. There must have been a pole here once. Hold knowledge, or behold knowledge. Marking the hatch, perhaps. So the hatch, it's an access panel to an underground reservoir. Robots could go down and clear it if it became blocked. Most likely a robot was positioned inside. Well, symbols inside the hatch. Well, but it isn't ancient. It isn't? It's some kind of diagram, like lines, nodes. I don't know what it is. It's a map. It's a star map. A diagram of the moons fed by this place? Wires and cables from a machine? Oh my gosh. The ancients who built this place said the water goddess here to look after the place. Who knows? Perhaps Maisie once had the same setup. Well, I bet that's true, actually. I can't make anything out. Just darkness. There might be other hatches nearby. Maybe one with a ladder? I would hope you've had enough of climbing down ladders into underground death traps, Aaliyah. Well, there's some rope aboard the ship. And we could, make a... There is approximately 3.5 meters of rope. It would not achieve anything. Somebody's such like a Debbie Downer. Aaliyah, I am confident this is not Heaven's fault. I believe the gate carried you as far as it could along its path towards the vault, but I believe that path was interrupted. What makes you think that? The gate left me with certain expectations of the vault. They are not being met. Like what? Why don't you tell me what those things are? Well, yeah, what sort of expectations? Hey, Drenbar! Oh, I'm... Scale, Aaliyah. I'm doing well. We're in this, like, very intense moment. Drenbar, how are you? What are you doing? And I am... We're gonna go wild. We're gonna cover the disc with a reliquary. It's gonna be bad. As simple as that, then? Now that water in Iox is drying up. Not yet, Aaliyah. There is still water in flow, but soon. Poor old Mayari. I wonder how she'll explain this one away to the powers above her. Here goes. I can feel the water rising rapidly. All right, we're gonna wait. Well? Is anything happening? Drenbar, what are you doing? I am observing, Aaliyah. This place was built to create rivers. From a wellspring below, into the nebula. Rivers to Iox elsewhere, but the rivers have been drying up. And the upper's filling up with dirt. Something else is happening. I know, well, it's a nice pun. I'm doing rather well, relaxing after visiting mother at the hospital and seeing Sweden's soccer team being slaughtered by the Netherlands. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about that. Slaughter. So it's popcorn time. So what I'm hoping is that we can fill up the water. Aaliyah! What? The water appears to have stopped rising, as though the pressure below ground has dropped. And, Aaliyah, something is forming in the sky above us. What? A new river? Tell me we've just made a river. Where does it go? There is only one way to find out. So there's a new river above us. It would appear so. You must be done here by now. Soon. Not yet. It's a sky river. Do we remove it? Do we keep it? This is getting deep now. The water's warm. I wish I could, like, swim. That would be great. Oh, do we... I really wish I could clear this off. Yeah, so... What happens if we remove the reliquary? What would happen then? Do you think we would lose the river? I mean, I don't want people on Iox to die. There's something here. I found something. Stones? No. Shells. But how did they get here? Boop. Perhaps the ancients used shells for currency. Is that an absurd idea? Not absurd. But any currency which can be grown is unlikely to work well. Well, alright, I did find new things. I think the question I have for myself is, do I take this reliquary off? Are there shotgun shells, demolition man shells, shells of human beings? I stepped through the Elborath gates, found myself on a lush forest moon. Isn't empty. Found a listing goddess like the one on Mersey with the opera set into her dais. Curious hatch in the ground, in some kind of reservoir on a wreckage of a curiously small boat. And the path to Heaven's Gate begins here. Where are we? I guess we don't even know. Alright, so what happens if I remove the reliquary? The water is receding once more, and our new river is receding as well. Oh, that's bad. Iox will be breathing a sigh of relief once more. Oh, I think we have to keep it covered. I think we have to do that. I think we have to so we can get that river. I don't know. The surface is flooding more quickly. Most likely the level did not entirely fall last time. So, I think there is one more site that I really do want to explore, though. 3 sea cells. The new river is beginning to form once more, Aaliyah. Well? Look at this. There's Rinba's dig site. We are out there. Well, the water level has leveled. The river is definitely taking shape once more, Aaliyah. Well, I think this is where we need to go. Can we leave? Can we go? I would like to get onto our ship now. Can we do that? So here's an ancient aquifer. Here is, looks like Heaven's Vault. I need to zoom out. Okay, look. This is where it is. This is where we are. Okay. Can we go? I'm going to look at our inscriptions, by the way. We have some solvable inscriptions, and we're going to solve them because we are here. So we only have 2. All right, so this is Garden Holds You. We're good. The Garden Holds You. And then we've got this one, which is Nebula is our garden. The Nebula is our garden. Feeling pretty good about that. Okay, we've got a bunch of all unsolved inscriptions, but I don't think we have to worry about that at this moment. I would like to leave now. Can we go? Will they... So, I would like to go. It doesn't look like it will let us. So how about... Here we go. We've seen enough of this moon. Time to leave. Oh, I don't know if this is a good idea. History's full of actions. Good, bad, lazy, smart. We're leaving. Do we leave? Be ready, Aaliyah. Do we leave? Can we come back here? And so we left the lonely forest as a new river formed overhead. Do we, okay, but I don't... We returned to the ship and sprang up in the water. I don't know if I'm ready. The water from below is disentangling around us, Aaliyah. It is beginning to flow, following some kind of path. It is quite beautiful. Can you see it? The path? Oh, thank you. 5-minute call. Thank you, 5. Does it look like what we saw in the mosaic? There are lines of force through space, arcs, grooves. In the surface of things, I can see them. The rivers trace their outlines as they flow. We have made a new river, Aaliyah, or recreated a very old one. Perhaps it will flow all the way to Evan's vault. And Iox? The river to Iox is gone. It will not come back. Oh, no! But after we sail this new river, there is no reason to assume there will be a way back. Perhaps we should turn back now. I don't know. I fear, Aaliyah. I fear it is too late. We are already moving. Okay, so there was one more site that I really wanted to investigate, but it looks like we're not going to investigate that site. So there was a site that was right around here that I really wanted to investigate, and it looks like we can't. I guess actions do have consequences. So here's the thing. We're going to sail there, and then we'll end our stream. I really wanted to, there was one site left, only one. I can't believe it. Well, we're sailing together, everyone, to end the stream. There's no way back, is there? Is there? It seems unlikely. Woo! We're sailing. This is it for us, everyone. This is gonna be our final sailing before we end the stream, and everyone, I hope you've been enjoying this madness that we're on together.
I found my first ruin the second time I went sailing. I was trying to get back to Elborath, but of course I missed the turning and I found myself on the twisting rivers of the wires. I pretty much screamed the whole way down. But at the bottom, there it was. A hunk of rock with a dome. Big enough to tether to. I found a brass eagle. And I took it home to my Ari, like I'd killed the thing.
This is a very strong river, and it's very intense. I just thought I'd tell you. And I don't know. Look at us. Look at us. While we're sailing, let me tell you what's next. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Other Doc's channel, you can find me for the finale of season 2 of Lords of Gossamer and Shadow. And then Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Praxagor the Smophoria's channel, you can find me for the first session, the first game session of Fate of Taormina. There's something here. I will activate the hopper now. We missed a whole site. I don't know what's happening. Heaven's Vault? This is... There's a moon out here in the dark. By the way, once we land...
We had followed a strange and winding road through the loneliest reaches of space. And on the moon at the end of the path was... nothing.
It's a desert. I was hoping for... I don't know what. Wow. Hope is for imbeciles. Still, I must commend you, Aaliyah. You succeeded where that miserable rat Renba failed. Now we climb.
But now... I didn't know if I could return.
I was thinking about Wong. He never did introduce me to the annals of Mazwai. He always said he would. I imagine he is still waiting for the right moment. I wonder how long it will be before he realizes you have gone. I don't like this. Wong is really going to miss me, I think. We've been friends since I arrived. He would have been your slave had you asked it of him. I don't like my robot. It is better this way. I think you're wrong. I think I might have broken his heart. Men like that do not have hearts. They are mice. Who are you? They run on fear and shame. I don't know. You are terrible. That's an unkind thing to say. And why would that matter out here? Looks like something crashed out here. Wonder if that's the Heaven's Vault. Something big. I was thinking about Timur. Timur wanted me to take over from him. Doing whatever it is he does on Elborath. Would you want to? Why would I? I don't even live on Elborath. And anyway, I'm too honest. Then you should not consider the matter a moment longer. Timo seemed quite serious. We told him about the lush graveyard moon. I wonder if he really will find a way to ship water from there. It seems the ancients used hoppers to transport water. Perhaps Oroi can do the same for him. He's going to find a great market on Iox if he can do it. It is likely to cause considerable upset. Well, okay, this is, we're not exploring. What we're going to do is just look at inscriptions before we finish our moment. Oops, that's not what I wanted, so sorry. Inscriptions. Unsolved. So, I told you, so Tuesday, then Thursday... I cannot tell you what I'm going to do on Thursday. Thursday may be some long dark, but it might be something else depending on how much work I get done and how much prep I get done before then. So there may be a surprise on Thursday. That's unclear to me. That said, I can tell you that there will be on Friday... finally, the premiere of Summerlands, which is the AD&D 1E campaign that I'll be running for this summer. 13 or so sessions. We're going to be starting off with a session 0. I will say that we're going to be starting at 8 p.m. on Friday rather than 7 p.m. because I want to do a session 0 with everybody first beforehand, and then we'll make characters together. So come in next Friday at 8 p.m. And that is clearly fast and free, obviously. This is House of Friends. I believe that is House. I stand in front of you, Serpent. I do believe that is Stand. Shape of Rivers is Shape of Our Lives. Could be Circle. Could be Shape. What if this is Circle? The Circle of Rivers is the circle of our lives. Could be. Let's think about that. Wooden Sword. May gods guide your swing. It's a sword. We've got movement. I think if it's circle, then the brass chest is almost certainly ring. Yeah, so I think if we do that, we can come back in. That's what I was thinking about. Okay, what is this? Oh, it's a pick, which we may not have a lot of. We may not be able to do this, but it looks like we can't. But we have this from. We have maybe this, which I don't know if that is correct. We have got this. That match, it does, right? That matches with the loop as well, so I feel like it might be better as circle. I don't think we are going to be able to do much more with this one, so let's throw in what we have. Are we missing something we can do? Yeah. We've got no more. I don't feel like we can add anything else, right? This usually means we're missing something. We're not missing any of those or any of those. There's no more of that. No more of that. No more of that. And so I don't think we've got that one yet. Crit, I'm going to go. Thank you. I will never, this is on an iron lamp. I will never leave here. This is like movement, separate. So yeah. I think that is leave. Nebula tells of its paths. This is, yeah, I think that's correct. We'll leave it. Oh. Circle of Rivers is Circle of Our Lives. I think we've seen that one before. Rise up once more and sing. Yeah, I think that has to be once. This has to be more. So I'm feeling good about that. I'm feeling really good about where we're at. God guards Serpent's Eye. I think this is correct. Land here and be welcome. I think that is also correct. By order of masters, we watch dark. This is, again, something a little bit by starlight, by drink, by belong. I think it has to be order of. This could be masters. It could be guardians. But it's not potters. We have. It looks like the word for truth and movement and person. And we've got what looks kind of like robots. People, robots, truth. It's either masters or guardians, and I just don't know. By order of masters, we will watch the dark. I do think that this is correct. We'll come back to it. Boats will rise. I don't know if that's boats, or we've got wind. We've got like something movement wind, which I think has to be boats because our boats sail through the wind. Towards where waters meet. I do think that is where. And I do think... So this is like welcome. I think that's meat. I think we're correct. Well of past knowledge. I don't know if that's well or if that is mine. It's like sky. I'm unclear. That one is unclear to me. I don't know yet. Palace of Memories. Palace of... We're going to go with Memories. We're going to keep that one for the moment. Emperor banished robots below the earth. So this is... What is this? Okay, so we have past tense. We have some kind of movement. And we have more movement, location. I don't think that's banished, but it could be ruled. But it's unclear to me. Again, I think that's robots. The Emperor, let's go with ruled? I don't know if this is the case, but again, that's super complicated. I'm not certain. Time and winds will save us. I do think that is correct because of life. It's also give. Give life is save, I think. I think we're good. Found an ancient book. Let words be your sword. That may not be correct for let. It's, again, this is similar to that thing we just had earlier, which was rule. So this thing here was we have give and open. Give open. Give open. Give open. Give open. Banish does seem to work with movement and some kind of negative. Yeah. Yeah. So here's my question, though. Boop. So give open. Give open. We have give and we have open. That feels like let, right? Let words be your... This is on an ancient page. So this looks like... This is related to fire. Oh, go. Please have Stacy loop me in, please. Please have Stacy message me. Please. Because I want to... Let me know. Empire will endure forever, and after... I think this is endure, because it's like stand and place. And I think after is good. Sit by the fire and read me. I think that's true, like not movement, but not up. So I think that is sit. This is related to word and also like... I still have some questions about some of these things here, but I guess we'll keep it for now. Oh, okay. We have a new one. I just, Oh, I don't think we've got this one. All Yeah, we do not have this one. Robots. We don't have this one. Yeah, we're not getting this one. This book tells a true story. I think that's true. I think that is... I think this is true. I feel good about it. Make time for love. Incense burner. I think so. Okay, some graffiti. We have got almost nothing that we can use here. Nope. Nothing. Palace of Princes will fall. I think that is also correct. Ground. I think that's also correct. Sun. Right. I think we've got most of these correct. I just guess... Base of the Giving Goddess. I think we are good. Aperture is life. Again, I don't know about aperture, but that's what we got right now. It could be work. What if it's work? Go. Robots. Let's put life in. I still don't know how I feel about it, but serpent moves from one or... Okay, so serpent moves from 1 for... So this is something about... So it's a god figurine. Yeah, we're going to stick with itself. I don't forget anything new, but slaves are free. I feel like this is related to robots, people robots. I think we're going to go with slaves. That feels right to me. Strong and firm. I do think this is correct. Nebula drinks blood you provide. That's intense. But this is related to... Could be weeps. This, I do think, is life. The water of life is blood or wine. So, let's just keep it there. Do not lose hope. This does feel good to me. I think that's good. When heart stops, mind may go on. I think that is correct. Oh, okay. We've got something here. We act star will give one hope. So we clearly don't have everything here. We hope. Yeah, we don't have enough for this. Will. And I guess this is... We just don't have enough. Oh, hey, we got something. At least we were to... and then... None of that. None of that. Yes, we put that in. This is not going to work out for us, but... No act. Okay. Hold on. We might have something here. We hope. And yeah, that's it for us for now. Master craftsman. I do think this is correct. Yeah, I think this is correct. Great. May plants grow strong as trees? I think this is correct. I think this is correct. Do not lose hope. I think this is correct. Oh, everybody, we're going to go. I just want to finish our transcriptions. Scorched scroll. Well, we may not get much here, but let's try. And let's see. We do have nebula. Nebula was never... The nebula was never what? The nebula was never... We don't have a lot of stuff in here. The nebula was never... Let's see, do we have any in? And I guess this... Oops. Not really enough, but... Yeah. That, it looks like we don't have... Looks like we can't put anything else in there. We're almost. Rocky is open gate. Copper pitcher. This is cup, maybe, and also blood. So we're looking at, I think, yeah, I think Rocky is what we got. It's from a pitcher. And then this is rise up once more and sing. I do think this is correct. Death will not hold you for good. I do think... Or long. This is either for good or for long. So this is related to... It's an antler figurine. Movement for good or for long. Let's replace good with long. I think that's more correct. Empire will not be divided. I think that is correct. When winds move into line, I think that is correct. Winds mold us as potter molds a cup. I do think that is correct. Yes, I do think that is correct. I think... Yeah, I think that's correct. Oh, new one. Okay. Let's see if we can get something out of this. We have got... Give. Oh, I don't think we can use this give. Oh, we can. All right, so don't think this is great. Give. We have a was. We have a 4. Oop. We do not have a 4, so sorry. But we do have one here. And then we have, let's see what we have. We have home. It's probably gift instead of give. Yeah. I agree. Let's see. We have water. We're just going to fill in. And is there something we are missing that we could put in there? Let's act. Okay, no give. Great. No give. All right, let's see what we can put in here. Maybe let's put in home. Let's put in was. We've got a 4. This is not, we're not, I don't think we're gonna get this one, but we do have water. And I guess all we've got are these little things we can fill in. Gift of water was given to Holmes. See, I think so too. I think that's what we're looking at. Right? I think so. I just think they're not going to give it to us yet. Because it's on a mosaic floor. It makes sense to me. Okay. They are eliminating things for us. They're not yet giving us new options, but you know, I'll take it. Was yeah, I think we just don't have I just don't think we have the words. But I think it is plural homes. Water home is, and then I guess we just put these in here and they will tell us that we are wrong. It's fine. Not home. That's what I figured, actually, because it's I think it's plural. Oh, wait, hold on. Not is. It's was. Was, and then 4, and then guess we're going to just put these in here. Like, you know, I keep thinking that maybe we'll get something, but at least a little bit of, what's the word, process of elimination. What just happened there? I don't think we actually... just go... No. We're almost done. Pray for blessings. I think that is correct. It's a chip sculpture. I mean, because we have the word bless, so this is clearly related to bless, so I just feel like could be pray for mercy, but blessing? We'll keep it. And 0 path for heaven's vault was lost. And this is XX, which I think is 0. This is our heavens. This is our vault. This, yeah, I think that's good. Ooh, okay. What do we have here? We have this. No. We have my. It's on a table. My. I do not think we have anything else in here. Yeah, so it's just my. That's all we got. Oh, interesting. I just had a thought. This is not doing anything for us. What happens if I take this out and I put I in, and then I do this, and then I do... Yeah, we don't got this. But raise your goblet and cry out. This is on a brass jug. I think this is correct. I think we're good there. Pray for blessings. I do. I think this is blessings. I do. I really think that. And we're so... Does God save those who follow? I do think this is... I think we're good. This is one we have not been able to crack just yet. We're almost caught up. Okay, let's see. So, sleep. Could also be dream. But let's put cease. And then we don't have any of the truth words. We've got that. We've got this. We've got, what else do we have? We have, all right. We have got, what kind of mountains have we got? This mountain will give us, so we've got no mountains over there that can give us any help. We have got voices. We can add voices there. No? Well, let's throw the and in. Let's throw the is in. Oh! We have just confirmed voices. This is why we did this. We just confirmed voices. This place is, this place is something, and voices here something something. This is a copper statue. Okay, everybody, we got it. This place is silent. Oh, I see, because of nothing? Yeah. I see you. Is silent, and voices, and the voices here something something. Far must not without wake. Okay, this place is silent, and the voices here. So this is not. This is a negation. Should, so must not, right? Must not. Okay, so we have. I think you're right about wake. And negation, cease, wake. So must. So cease, must not wake. Absolutely. Yeah. I think that we are correct with this. Yeah, cease, sleep. Yeah, I think we are correct. Oh, look at us. Sky God breathes life upon rivers. I think that's good. Could be blows. I give this ring to you. I think that is correct with our ring situation. Water do, so we have a marked cliff where we just came from. So labor, perhaps, leap, and water. Not everything we want, but not leap. Okay. So lift. Water. This is in the cliff. Water. Okay, this is interesting. Not ascends. I don't think we have enough, but I think we are eliminating some stuff. This is not going to do it for us. That's fine. Oh, we are doing so well today. I'm really... Yeah, so water and then labor. Oh, so just water. That's all we got. Okay. And our last one. We watch and learn. I do feel like learn, because we do have knowledge, is in there. So I think that is us. And we have a solvable inscription, everyone. Empress's voice lives forever in the withering palace. We just solved that. And that, my friends, that's going to be it for us. You did not regret staying on Elborath, not marrying him? Do you think I should have? You are out here now, quite marooned. At least now he will be spared a broken heart. I cannot talk to you anymore. You are not cool. This is it. We're done. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. We're finished. We went a half hour long because we wanted to get ourselves cleared up. This is, maybe next Saturday will be the end of it. I don't know. But thank you for being here. We should go and find out if there is somebody to raid. And also, I want to play Against the Tide again, but in German. Those are things that I want to do. Let's see. You know what? We should go and raid Pumpkinberry. We should raid Pumpkinberry because I like Pumpkinberry, and we should raid Pumpkinberry. Let's do that. I'm going to set this up. So let's not forget our raid commands. Hold on. There we go. Let's not forget our raid commands. Hey, Jenny Potts, how are you? And let's give some love to Pumpkinberry as we have... oh, good. I love a little good Red Dead Redemption roleplay. So let's go give her a raid, and and I will catch you all on the flip side. Thank you for being here. You know where to find me next. You can find me in all the places, YouTube at Trooper SJP and Academic Foxhole for the Fourth Wall and Trooper SJP on Blue Sky, and I'm at Discord. That's all the good stuff. I will catch you all later. I think we're going to finish Heaven's Vault like next week or the week after. Whoa! All right, I'll see you later. Bye!